Welcome back, guys, to Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn, as Brom has done laps of this place here, this village full of rebellion, as we look to, well, defeat Yeardley at last, now that we've lured people away who can provide more bonus experience than completing the map fast, supposedly anyway. As Neph awaits, Brom is over here, and Heather is waiting as well. What we're going to do is start our attack, and to be honest, best to probably attack first, with a little bit of roundaboutness. Is this guy over here able to be doubled due to the weapon he's carrying? Let's chop down one of our enemies. It'd be nice if you missed as well, but no, hitting quite strongly. Because I've come up with a different plan to try and reach that house that we have not really got to yet. More to the point, to allow these two the ability to brawl, and the fact that we're in Yeardley's range, though I don't think he'll move yet. Maybe he'll move like this guy did when he was attacked. We'll find out, My plan is to get Heather out of the range, because I don't want her drawing that in, because as soon as we have to move someone from here, they'll all flood in. What we're going to do is we're going to run down. Way down, within that guy's range. That is my plan. Right in front of this guy, in fact. Alright, so let's just use a herb, top up my HP a little bit more. And hope to pull this guy down and away as we move Neph up to here into the bush, making her a less attractive target. Will this work? Because we can pass through enemies and get to that house. Hey you, who put you up to this? Politics ain't my strong suit, so you can spare me the details, but I know you have to know good. Someone's behind it. Ha! Clamor all you like, but it won't change a thing. Revolution is taking root across Crimea. Our plan is flawless. We're getting rid of that girl. We shall have a new ruler in Melior. Soon, Lord Ludwig, Duke of Felleray, will wear the crown. Ludwig from Felleray? That is correct. And you shall perish with that name fresh on your lips, you blundering cow! And have you know he's a knightly knight? He's lost a fair bit more HP, I'm guessing. Please hit with the 66. Yes, it'd be nice to do some damage to Yeardley. The battle will finish ever quicker if we do. And the plan is working. So with him lured all the way down there, we should be able to now just leave him in our tracks. And far away from the action. Seems the axe guy didn't even try to challenge me up close, but oh well. And now this guy can't jump down if I move to here. So we should have completely poofed away from all that. In fact, I could have probably stolen an antitoxin from that guy if I come back as well. Right, so moving under the assumption that you may now move, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move you over to here. Into those bushes for extra cover, and you over to here. The reason for that is because we're going to need to heal him anyway, because of that poison ticking. And we want to have any extra dodge we can. Now he's obviously going to go for it as well, but still. Survivors of the war! You would be better off dead and forgotten. You can't stop the Duke, and this is why I moved into the bush with Neph over here, is to keep them close so they both can attack. Duke? Yes, our master Lord Ludwig, Duke of Felleray, will rule over Crimea. When our plan is complete, the Queen will be erased from history. Now then, I believe it's time for you to die! Right, says Neph, just not even really caring. I will stab you back. 17 damage taken, though, is not so good for us. Alright, the poison still strikes over there. Heather's poison still annoying her. Obviously, we just need to tank for a little bit here. So, we can hit you here for it's 10 and 10, but the poison is the worry. We've kind of got equal footing on the overall cover front. So then it's just all about just waiting, biding time, and visiting a nice house. Wouldn't you say? There was a bizarre man who just came through here. He was talking about a revolution and stuff. Left this. I'm telling you, I've had a belly full of this war business. I don't want this anywhere near me. Toss it, sell it, I don't care what you do with it. Just get it out of my house. It's all yours. as we receive a javelin, which Neph probably would have liked earlier on in this battle, but we received it. So that means we've checked out all the houses. We've got 3 guys still alive, running around the place. Yeah, doing all that jazz. And still the battle rages over this way. That vulnerary is going to be fully used by the time this battle ends, isn't it? For sure. Poor Heather. I'm going to get further into the bush over here. Of course, we can't really do much there, but we can continue our attack this way, of which Brom has a lot better hit chance all of a sudden. And the enemy doesn't have so much. Oh, he says he got a good hit chance. Yeah, that worked, didn't it? Fairness. That was the term I was kind of hoping to take him down. Oh well. We'll move to here in the meantime. Now we're in range to be able to steal the antitoxin if we need it. And Neph's continuing to fight, however. How dare you hit me every single time? Well, hopefully this time, Brom comes up trumps. No longer poisoned. Or if we go with the Iron Axe, we have a very good chance to hit and KO our opponent. Let's do this. Oh no, let's antitoxin first. Whoops. Oh well. 2 into the battle. Brom takes down Yeardley. We missed our last reward as Brom levels up. What will he gain as stats though? Strength, speed, and luck. Could have done with a bit of that a bit ago. No! My duty is incomplete! Lord Ludwig, please forgive me! You bumpkins, just stay out of it! It looks like he's killing them all anyway, but it looks like they're just incapacitating them. It hurts! It hurts so bad! Look, my leg! My leg! Murderer! You're a murderer! But yeah, that's right. Neph and me. We've been at war. When you all were hiding in cellars and attics, we were toe-to-toe with Dane. And look at us now. Stop it, please! I was wrong! I'm sorry! I'm so sorry! You got your head on straight now? You youngsters get so riled up. Let me at 'em and bring 'em on! You know spit about war. Neph, let's gear up and head to the royal palace. Her Majesty's gotta know Ludwig's stirring up all kinds of nonsense. And my girl, Meg, she's off on her own. No Meg, though. She'll be fine. Alrighty then, let's get moving. Sounds like a plan. You two are really leaving then? We put the people of this village in danger. We can't stay here now, knowing that. We'll have to set things straight. I hate to leave, but... Why did it have to come to this? I always thought our Queen Elincia was about as good as they come, lowering taxes and looking after orphans. The young folk don't care about that stuff. They only care about what's getting their dander up, and they ignore everything else. I reckon that's why we gotta do what we gotta do. If we don't step up, the whole country will be going on the compost heap. That's why we've got to get to Queen Elincia right away. It's all gonna be just fine. I know Her Majesty. She'll take care of this uprising in no time. Then we can return to our farms and grow some mighty good eats. All of you just hold tight now. Brom needs it after running around. He probably lost a fair bit of weight. But with that said and done, another chapter is complete. With a little bit of bonus experience. You gotta say, I'm slow but cunning.
In a rural Crimean town, a band of rebels sow the seeds of discontent. They are stopped by Brom and Neph, 2 former Crimean soldiers. However, more uprisings are sure to follow. Brom and Neph decide to travel to Melior, the capital of Crimea. and inform Queen Elincia as to the gravity of the situation.
So begins Chapter 2, Tides of Intrigue. I see. So that's what's going on. Thank you for bringing it to my attention. I'm very sorry your village was affected by this. You have my sincere apologies. Oh no, your majesty. We don't need no apology. We're just happy we could help. Lucia, Brom's story confirms what we've suspected all along. Yes, as we thought, Duke Ludwig of Felleray is firing up a rebellion. We should have seen it coming. To be honest, Queen Elincia, there have been a number of indications that something like this was underway. We'd hoped to uncover something more tangible than hushed rumours. I should have told you sooner. No, I bear some responsibility as well. The discontent among the populace is due to my lack of experience as a ruler. Now that the rebellion is gaining momentum, innocent blood will surely be spilled. I have always held the well-being of the Crimean people as my highest priority. I've done my utmost in Crimea's name. And all I've ever desired is a country where war and hunger are unknown. Begging your pardon, Queen Elincia. Yes, Brom? Your Majesty is doing a bang-up job of it. This country's a safe place to live. That's more than most can say. Once you get the hang of things, I'm sure you'll be the name future kings and queens try to live up to. We know you can do it. And it ain't like all the young bucks out there got bees in their bonnets. There's a whole mess of folk doing their darndest to make this a fine country. They want to make you proud, Your Majesty. Thank you. All nations experience unrest when the reins of leadership change hands. It's true the world over. But for Ludwig to start beating the drums of war as if this was unheard of, what utter nonsense! We must not allow it, Your Majesty. Would you be so kind as to appoint me to the task of his capture? I myself will march into Felleray and seize Ludwig and his rebels. No, Geoffrey, we can't do that. Unfortunately, we don't have enough evidence to arrest him. But don't worry, brother. We have no evidence. I suppose we'll have to dig some up. Your Majesty, I'd like to take on that job. Lucia, I appreciate your dedication. You have my permission to proceed. So what's going to happen next as we move to the castle proper? This isn't a base, this is a castle! It's completely different things. Well, first of all, I was about to say, should we reset our items around if we've got any around, like with Heather and that? Well, in the meantime, we found out that Lethe and Mordecai are here, which is quite cool. Right, leveled up quite nicely compared to the amount we used them. The goos seem to be a lot more useful in this one, though. Their gauge seems to go up a little bit faster. They've got higher level caps by the look of it. They attack even when not in form. They can retaliate a little bit more. I think that's a good thing. It means even if they've got like a high enough base defense, you can have them there to like tank and retaliate. It's kind of cool. But apart from that, we've got Lucia here as a sword master. Of course she would be. Wind Edge, Iron Sword, Silver Sword. Brom with all the things. So let's fix that quickly. Spectre card I don't think we'll be needing. And Neph, I kind of need you to get your other stuff sorted out here. So let us move the javelin over and be a little better off for all of that. In the meantime, we've got the ability to manage, so we've got award experience there, so we've gained that much thus far. So you can only level up twice Lucia before that all becomes to nothing. 3 times for Neph. So, you know, bonus experience really doesn't translate to that much, or at least the numbers are inflated, one or the other. Doesn't mean what it used to mean before. Neph with the S rank in Lancers, though, now. Crazy, crazy Neph. Right. Yep, we still got it between Speed Machine and tanking machine, that's for sure. And once they transform, all the better, all the better. We can set up some momentary supports, he says, but there is no one they can support with. There doesn't seem to be any shops, market, or anything like that. If I were to look in the convoy, would there be anything? No. So all that's really here is the info. Right, Heather, Legooz, and Elincia, and Joffrey. Who is Legooz, I'm wondering? Of course it's them. Lady Lucia, we've heard a rumor that you'll be leaving to investigate an enemy. Is this true? Lady Lethe, Sir Mordecai, well... We could return to Gallia and bring back soldiers to help, you know. As an ally in a time of crisis, I'm certain our king would lend support. No, Lady Lethe, this is an internal affair. We don't want to have to involve Gallia in Crimea's civil problems. More fight is always better. The people of Gallia all will fight for Queen Elincia. Listen, I know you mean well, but I just can't allow it. I'm sorry, but if there were even a hint of Gallia's assistance, there would be even more problems in the royal court. Problems? What problems? This conflict isn't exactly a life or death situation for Crimea, so... Relying on support from a Legooz nation would cause an uproar with the nobility. Is that what you mean? Yes, unfortunately. I'm ashamed to admit it, but it's the truth. No, it's common sense given the history of both our nations. I completely understand. We won't report this to Gallia. Thank you for your understanding. I apologize for troubling you. No, it is fine. Why this tactic of rousing the people to rebel against the Queen, though? Any Legooz who wanted to be king would fight for it with teeth and claws, as is proper. You Beork are always wasting time talking. Our society is very complex. There's history and tradition, unwritten law and custom. There are lots of reasons for why we... Bah! Attempts to compromise won't get you anywhere. You just kill him and get it over with. Mordecai feels sad. Poor Queen Elincia. We cannot help her. That's not true, Mordecai. Having support from you and Lethe is very helpful. Really? Mordecai will help with anything! I have a great idea. Together with the Legooz. I'll go too! Princess Leanne? I wasn't expecting you to appear at that moment. Why do I suddenly have a crowd? She says that she'd like to go. No, I'm sorry. It's much too dangerous where we're going. I couldn't risk something happening to you. Ho ho! I guess this mangy old coot will be joining the action then! To ensure my lady's safety, of course! Sir Lucia as well? Stars above. Does that mean they're joining? Nope, still 3 people, but you never know. You never know. Will we get more people? Let's speak to Heather, seeming she's our newest compatriot here. Ah, I really wanted to go to the palace. I would have been happy with just a tiny little glance at Queen Elincia. She's glorious. This is so unfair. Yep, it's the pits. But that queen of ours is a real nice lady. Knowing her, she'd probably just let you talk to a noble or not. The nerve of that Duke Ludwig. He ruined my one chance to meet the queen. I won't stand for it. He needs a kick in the rear or a punch in the mouth. The things I do to him. Heather, you sure are a lovely gal and all, but you sure do say some funny things. Can't argue with that, Neph. That's just the way folks are. They ain't always what they appear to be. Ain't nobody perfect neither. Unless you're talking about the goddess, that is. Excuse me. Oh! Well, hi there, Miss Lucia. What can we help you with? I came to ask for a favour. There's not too much to ask. I'd like you both to accompany me to Felleray. Nah, that won't be a problem. Are you going to catch the Duke? Something a little more preliminary. I guess you could call it espionage. What? Sounds serious. Neph, you ever heard of that? Oh, sure. When I was just a sprout, I caught a real bad case of that. I got this awful rash all over me back too. That's a very nice story. Maybe I'd better explain what I mean. Don't you know anything? Espionage is all about stealing secrets and not getting caught. It's one of my many strong points. Oh really? And who might you be? My name is Heather. I'm a friend of Nefeni's. I'd do anything to help Her Majesty. Seriously, anything. I see. Maybe you can lend a hand as well. Miss Lucia, you're the greatest! Like, amazingly, stupendously great! I love to help! I think she loves ladies. Just a little bit. But still, with more info to garner, we've completed another mission, albeit slow, but cunning. As we move on and speak to Elincia and Joffrey next episode, and move out on another mission to be sure. Join me next time for more Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. Bye-bye.